On June 23, 2025, Tehran's ordinary night was shattered by sudden, deafening explosions. The sky lit up as air raid sirens wailed, a sound unfamiliar to a generation, now terrifyingly real. War had arrived, plunging millions into chaos and fear. In the northern suburbs, smoke and panic filled the air as people fled their homes, desperate for safety. Highways gridlocked instantly, emergency sirens blending with the cacophony of alarms and distant blasts. For those trapped inside, every tremor felt like a personal threat. The first strikes targeted military sites, but the psychological shock was citywide. Explosions painted the horizon orange, silhouetting the Alborz mountains in fire. With no official word, families huddled in basements, clinging to hope in each other. The comfort of home vanished, replaced by the cold reality of fragile shelters. Helplessness settled over the city as the night dragged on, measured by the intervals between explosions. Tehran, a city of survivors, held its breath, united in silent hope for dawn. The city waited for any sign that the nightmare would end. The night seemed endless, every moment a plea for peace. In the chaos, Tehran's story was told by its people, live, raw, and unfiltered. Social media exploded with videos and pleas. "My God, the whole building is shaking. Pray for us. Pray for Tehran." A university student live blogged from a metro-turned shelter. "Hundreds of us down here. You can feel the strikes even this deep." An old woman recited the Quran. A boy cried for his father, a soldier. Fear and confusion were everywhere, but so was resilience. A taxi driver described the Hemat Expressway. Madness. Cars abandoned, people running, a fireball near Malad Tower. It looked like the end of the world. These stories painted a mosaic of survival and panic as citizens became both witnesses and first responders. The urge to flee overrode logic, creating stampedes and gridlock that paralyzed emergency efforts. Yet sharing these moments was an act of defiance. Tehran refused to be silent. "They can bomb our buildings but not our spirit. We are still here. We are Tehran," one young woman posted. These digital dispatches became a lifeline, connecting a city under siege to the world. Each message was a testament to the city's strength and humanity. Even in terror, Tehran's people found solidarity online. Their voices cut through the noise of war, demanding to be seen. The world watched, not through official reports, but through the eyes of those living the nightmare. In the darkness, their stories became a beacon. Tehran's spirit endured even as the bombs fell. The attack on Tehran was swift and precise. The first wave of airstrikes targeted air defenses, blinding the city's ability to respond. Explosions in the suburbs marked the destruction of anti-aircraft batteries. Next, Israeli strikes hit command centers, drone factories, and IRGC bases. Iranian defenses scrambled, but chaos reigned. Tracer fire lit the sky, jets roared overhead, and panic spread below. Civilians became first responders, pulling the injured from rubble as hospitals overflowed. The city's disaster plans strained under the scale of the assault. By dawn, the military response had faltered, leaving citizens exposed and desperate for protection. As dawn broke, a sudden announcement from Oman declared an immediate ceasefire between Iran and Israel. The news, at first unbelievable, spread quickly, first online, then by word of mouth in shelters. International confirmations followed. Egypt, the US, and others welcomed the deal. Tehran held its breath as the 5 o'clock deadline approached. Silence replaced explosions. The city emerged, cautious and uncertain. Official statements from both sides claimed victory, but neither admitted to backing down. The guns fell silent, but the peace felt fragile. People stepped into the quiet, unsure if it would last. The truce was real, but its future was uncertain. For now, Tehran had survived the night. The ceasefire was the result of frantic diplomacy led by Oman and Egypt. Omani diplomats relayed messages between Tehran and Tel Aviv, while Egypt leveraged its regional influence. The US, urging restraint, worked behind the scenes to prevent escalation. Mediators framed the truce as a strategic necessity, warning of catastrophic consequences if war continued. Their swift action gave both sides a way out, averting, for now, a regional disaster. The ceasefire's terms remained deliberately vague. Both sides agreed to halt hostilities, no more airstrikes, no more missile launches. Unwritten understandings likely include Iran quietly slowing its nuclear program, and Israel pausing covert operations. Each government spun the outcome as a victory. Iran claimed resilience, Israel claimed deterrence. The truce is a war of narratives, not just arms. Relief swept through Tehran, but the deal's details remain hidden. Both sides claim success, but the peace is built on ambiguity. Tehran awoke to a fragile calm, the scars of the night still fresh. Life resumed. Shops reopened, streets cleared. But anxiety lingered. Parents watched the sky, children clung to routine, and conversations were haunted by memories of the attack. The city's resilience was clear, but so was its trauma. Analysts warned the truce was only a pause. The core conflict remained unresolved. This was a single violent exchange. The clock is reset, not stopped, one expert noted. The question, will the peace hold, or is this just an intermission before a worse storm? For Tehran's people, hope endures, but so does uncertainty. They rebuild, knowing the peace is thin and the future unpredictable. For now, they cherish the quiet, even as they brace for what may come.